season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
The give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Noles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
On the play.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff to the single back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dome. Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
And that's a first down for the offense.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down coming up.
Ready. Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Pulls it in, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick release on the RPO. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the new quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Here's a heat. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Noles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in pocket.
Got enough space. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose on the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Caught in the backfield. It's Thompson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll ride Davis here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Back to pass. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. Powers through. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Pulls it in, it's Gibson. Shoved out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Coming out with it, it's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Leaves it with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Nolan. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. Have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go right back to it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown Seminoles! And they kick it in for 6 more points.
And I'll tell you what, Reason, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Nolan. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, I love running quarterbacks, but I get it when people are conservative about it because this is why. Because they do have a tendency to fumble the football more. They don't work on those drills every day like running backs, taking care of that thing, wrapping it up, and you could see it there, and he coughed it up.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down because he looks out of sorts right now. He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball off his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled because he seems like he's rattled.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
of 10.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Gets it out fast. Oh, sweet feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Applewhite. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. This Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings. Payne breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
It's complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And some room to work. There he goes. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10, they'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Military stun. Music note. Music note.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Looking downfield on 1st down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?